Jiaozi's 2019 Chinese fantasy outing Ne Zha was a fun, action-packed fantasy about a demon orb who became a boy who wanted to overcome his demon nature and ultimately became a hero. It succeeded wildly at the global box office, netting $742.7 million on an estimated $22 million budget. Its sequel, Ne Zha II, first released in China before later being picked up by A24 for the distribution of its English dub, has already set global box office history as the highest-grossing animated film, highest-grossing non-English language film, and fifth highest-grossing film of all time, at a massive $2.2 billion box office take. Already huge, the film's English language dub is a stellar English language version, and the film itself is one of the most epic animation spectacles to grace the silver screen.
What is Ne Zha II about? Following the events of Ne Zha, the demon orb-born Ne Zha and his spirit pearl counterpart Ao Bing find themselves without bodies after surviving a full blast of divine lightning intended to destroy Ne Zha. Tai Yi Zhenren regenerates their bodies with his sacred lotus, but Ao Bing's fragile new body is destroyed after helping defend Chentang Pass from an invasion of demons led by the imprisoned but tricky Dragon Kings. Ne Zha shares his body with Ao Bing's spirit with 7 days to complete 3 trials overseen by immortal Wu Liang that will turn him into an immortal, restore the sacred lotus, and birth a new body for Ao Bing. The body-sharing duo has to complete them while Ne Zha hides his demonic nature and the pair contend with Wu Liang's secret machinations.
An excellent English dub complements one of the boldest animated films in years.
Crystal Lee is excellent as Ne Zha in the English language dub. She captures the complex, adolescent angst of the character. In a scene where Ne Zha is concerned about his parents, Lee's vocal performance is beautifully emotive and genuinely heart-wrenching. Aleks Lee gives a strong performance as Ao Bing, and Lee and Lei have a strong mutual chemistry. Vincent Rodriguez III again plays Ne Zha's father, Li Jing, with strength and warmth, while Michelle Yeoh is an exceptional addition to the cast as Ne Zha's mother, Lady Yin. Yeoh gives her a nurturing but powerful maternal energy and anchors some of the film's more emotional moments well. While Ne Zha I was an engaging, breezy, fun fantasy action film, the sequel blows it out of the rhetorical water in scale and vision. Ne Zha II expands our understanding of the world's mythology to a massive extent, increasing our knowledge of dragon lore, demons, monsters, the immortals, and the expansive Jeju Palace. The latter feels expansive and ancient. The film's creatures are complex, myriad, and gorgeously rendered. It's a gorgeously animated feature with excellent visuals and a massive sense of scale. There are long battle sequences full of hundreds of different soldiers between the various factions, and powerful, ever-evolving demons, monsters, dragons, and immortals. It's an animated epic in every sense of the word, and one that makes elements of traditional Chinese folklore come to life and feel vibrant and intense. Perhaps the biggest issue with Ne Zha II is that it's so overwhelmingly epic that towards the end, there's a moment where it feels like we're watching its 3rd or 4th ending. So many reveals occur, so many new stages of a fight evolve, that it starts to feel somewhat long, bordering on convoluted. When the dust settles and the final battles are won, it keeps going. The final act is long, jam-packed with ideas, but slightly in need of editing. There are multiple moments of revelation where we see a scene again with new context, a succession of changes in form or power sets for major combatants, and so on, that the story can afford a degree of honing. All that said, while Ne Zha II is a lot, it's genuinely great. The film is an imaginative tour de force and a feast for the eyes, making for one of the most epic animated features of all time across every category, from scale to visual spectacle to the tapestry of lore the filmmakers draw from.
Ne Zha II could use some honing, but the scale is immersive and impressive.
At face value, A24 isn't the partner one would expect to distribute a film like the English dub of Ne Zha II across the pond. They're well known for, say, claustrophobic thrillers like Good Time or Green Room, quirky coming-of-age outings like Lady Bird in 8th grade, or jaw-dropping horror like The Witch or Hereditary. At the same time, films like Lamb, The Green Knight, and The Lighthouse reveal a deep comfort with films that feel immersed in a folk tale. Ne Zha II is a bold, action-packed, interesting celebration of Chinese legend, wrapped around the story of a growing boy who wants to determine his future. The new English dub translates these characters well to the screen, and its visuals are beautiful companions to the large-scale story. A bit of honing could be useful, but it's still one of the grandest animated features in years, and a stellar time at the theater. Ne Zha II comes to theaters on August 22nd.